Yo, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great start to your morning. I'm back in the game with another video, and welcome back to my channel, NC Tough TV. So yo, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about what Master P had to say in regards to the movie Black Panther. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because what he said definitely resonated with me. Now, when the movie first came out, I gave my thoughts and my opinions all over my social media accounts. And I even did a video here on YouTube that I later took down because I was just starting out and I only got 2 or 3 views. But I know that my heart was in the right place. And I want to play you a clip of Master P at the Breakfast Club, right? And he was just talking to Charlemagne the God and Angela Yee and DJ Envy about ownership, about owning our own production, and why it should behoove you to understand that we didn't make any money off of that movie. And that was my point way back then when I gave my assessment on the Black Panther movie. But without further ado, let's just play the clip and then I'll jump back into my thoughts and rehash those feelings of why I didn't go watch the movie Black Panther.
Me as a man.
Now, what about when you own your own stuff the way Tyler does, though? Because I used to think that way about Tyler, too, but I was like, man, he was putting the dress on because he wanted to, not because somebody made him to.
That's
But that's his own personal decision.
I don't care about that.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like we all got our opinions, like I got the hookup too. I mean, this is a big movie for us. This is a movement. This is not just a movie. Like, they don't own this, because you got to realize, man, why it's so important. When we do a project like Black Panther, we didn't benefit off of that, man. Like, people, we look, because black people was in the movie, we was happy and excited, but it wasn't us.
Yeah, I feel you.
So this is, even though a movie like this, so think about this. A movie like I Got the Hook Up Too, we did this for the budget we did it for, and we did it for millions of dollars. But imagine if we had hundreds of millions of dollars to make a project. How would it look? So this is the growth. This is why this is important, because we're coming back into the community, putting money back into the community. But it's a process. We got to grow with this, just like I did with music. I just didn't jump straight out and made hundreds of millions of dollars. It was a process because the production has to get bigger and bigger. So that's why I was saying we have to support us, because this is only one of few where it's about to go at.
Now you backed this all yourself, or did you have investors? Well, people like, I'm gonna help you, I'm jumping in on this, so let me.
Man, a lot of people talked about that, but at the end of the day, they wasn't there. So me and Romeo ended up putting our own money behind. We had 126 speaking roles in this film.
Y'all broke a Guinness World Record, right?
Guinness Book of World Records for the most speaking roles in a film. You know, and this is big because we put underdogs. And I think that's what a lot of people, you look at the DC Young Fly, you look at the Fat Boy SSE,
Just Hilarious,
P.O., AJ Johnson, John Weatherspoon, a lot of these people.
Now, first and foremost, I want to give mad props to Master P and his son Romeo for funding I Got the Hook Up Too. They came together, put their money together, produced the film, and it's not owned by anyone but them. That's a power move. That's a boss move. And we as a community have to garner that same mindset. Now, what Master P had to say in regards to Black Panther, he was 1000% correct. We didn't own any of it, nor did any funds go back into our own community. The producers of that film walked home with loads of money, and they profited off of our culture. And the reason why I've come to that conclusion is due to the simple fact that the month of February is reserved for us to give thanks and praise to our ancestors who paved the way for us, right? That put their lives on the line so that we could have a better life today. And I just really feel that the movie Black Panther being dropped in the month of February hijacked what our focus and attention should have been on. And I think that some of us were just happy to see our people being showcased in a film of that magnitude. Now, you have to ask yourself this question. Why couldn't they have dropped Black Panther any other month? Why couldn't they have dropped Black Panther on July the 4th? Or let's say Labor Day? You want to know why that wouldn't happen even in your wildest dreams? It's because those slots are reserved for movies like The Avengers, Aquaman, Batman, Flash, Iron Man, even Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the producers of this film, all right, they are very savvy and smart. They knew without a shadow of doubt that if they dropped this movie during the month of February, all right, now check this out. A lot of people don't look at this dynamic, but I'm about to break it down for you all. They knew that some of our people definitely were going to come out and support the film, but they also knew that during the month that we celebrate our history, and the simple fact that a movie is coming out showcasing us, that it would draw interest from other communities and make them flock to the movie theaters to actually see the film to boost revenue. Now, you know that some people think like this. All right, so they already have a month where they celebrate their own history. Now they have a film coming out during that same month. Oh, we got to go check it out. And so with that mindset, the producers knew that that would generate sales. And Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman, right? And the other stars in the film, they're not looking at it from that way. And if they are looking at it from that perspective, they're not really worried about it because they're getting paid for actually being in the film. All right? You see, they're looking at it from a business standpoint. It's business. We're actors. We're doing what we come to do. We're doing what we dreamed of for so many years. But I'm looking at it from the standpoint of principle. And it's about principle, in my opinion. And I don't like the simple fact that our month was hijacked by a movie, a Marvel film, taking our, focus off of what we should be honoring the most. Now, while some of us were at the movie theaters dancing barefooted and talking about Wakanda forever, the producers of the film were running to the bank depositing big checks that will go back into their community, while our community is still suffering. You see what I'm saying? In the inner cities, the kids that are struggling, you know what I'm saying, to make ends meet. It didn't go back into our community. It didn't affect our community in a positive manner. All right, and one last thing before I go, I want to really state my premise on this whole topic. This is not coming from someone that is claiming to be of the conscious community. This is coming from someone that just has common sense. And I'm pretty sure that you do as well. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let this go. Drop down in the comments and give me your true thoughts and assessments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also share this video. And if you're new here, don't be afraid to subscribe to my channel and smash that notification bell to be notified of when I will drop my next video. Thank you guys for watching my video. Have a blessed day. Peace.
Now, what about when you own your own stuff the way Tyler does, though? Because I used to think that way about Tyler, too, but I was like, he was putting the dress on because he wanted to, not because somebody made him to.
That's
So
on
that's his
him.
own personal decision.
I don't care about
Right.
that. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like we all got our opinions. Like I got the hookup too. I mean, this is a big movie for us. This is a movement. This is not just a movie. Like they don't own this because you got to realize, man, why it's so important. When we do a project like Black Panther, we didn't benefit off of that, man. Like people, we look at us, black people was in the movie. We was happy and excited, but it wasn't us.
Yeah, I feel you.
So this is, even though a movie like this, so think about this. A movie like I Got the Hook Up Too, we did this for the budget we did it for, and we did it for millions of dollars. But imagine if we had hundreds of millions of dollars to make a project. How would it look? So this is the growth. This is why this is important, because we're coming back into the community, putting money back into the community. But it's a process. We got to grow with this, just like I did with music. I just didn't jump straight out and made hundreds of millions of dollars. It was a process because the production.
Panther.